Alrighty, good morning, guys. What's going on? Welcome through, welcome through. Tap the screen for me like the live. I love it when people do that. It makes my heart super happy. So, oh my god, I feel better today. I was so tired yesterday. Oh my god. Like all day I was just dragging ass. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping great. The dog hasn't been sleeping great. Like it's just, like I've been so tired. So I got off here yesterday and I took a nap for a little bit. I was like, ooh. I'm not like big on naps, but like I needed one, man. I was like I said, I was beat. I was pretty tired. So welcome through, guys. Tap the screen like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. So we're gonna attempt to get some makeup on us today. I think I'm also gonna do some battles. Like I think I'm gonna do. I really don't do a lot of battles, so I definitely like when I go into them need people to like tap the screen and whatnot for me. I don't know. I try to do battles. Like I really got to be in the mood for them, cause like I just get really annoyed with them. Like I get really annoyed when somebody's like, come on guys, we can't do this. Come on," like just a little too excited about it, like a little too, you know what I mean? Like a little too, like, too zealous about. Like some people use it as a way. Like when I do battles, I use it as a way to I don't know meet people. There's a lot of people that when they do battles, they use it as a way to get gifted, and that's it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like there, and like I said, I know there's a lot of people like that, but I'm not one of them. I would just like to go and like meet people, and I said I really got to be in the mood to do them. So I'm in the mood today. I'm in the mood to do them today. So once I get my makeup put on, I'm gonna start. Like I said, I came on yesterday, and I was just so. Oh, thank you, Brian, honey. I appreciate you. I was just tired. Like, oh my god. I said this week's been a really big week for me. Oh, you followed me. Look at you, you beautiful thing. Here, let me put a follow back on you. I appreciate you, honey. There we go. See, you got that follow back. Did you like it? Did it feel good? You want more, don't you? Yeah. No, but so he said that I'll give you guys a sum up of my week and why I've been kind of sleepy lately. So I had this. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wound, right? Beautiful wound. I ended up I had a mole and I had it removed last Monday, right? And it was a pretty big size one. It had always been there. It just all of a sudden doubled in size and I could feel it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should go get this looked at. You know what I mean? I'll give you like dude yeah keep like uppies like keep giving me the tap the screen. I love that. Hello Alex. Hello Selman. Okay, I'm trying. So, because I have my YouTube open, I have my TikTok open. So, if that's what you guys, like, if I'm like, I'm like going crazy, I'm really just talking the other chat. Could you tell us about your tattoo? Oh, that would take forever. I have so many tattoos at this point in my life. Like, it's pretty much what it comes down to was I liked it, so I got it. Like, is there really a meaning behind a sleeve of evil cupcakes? No. I like to bake. Made sense in my head. But so this cut, so I said I got it last Monday, right? I'm like, okay, everything that any biopsy I've ever had came back like, can you play an instrument? No, I can't play an instrument. But like, so every biopsy I've ever had has come back negative for like whatever, right? So the doctor called me the one day and he goes, hey, he's like, and as soon as I knew the doctor was calling me, I was like, fuck, you know what I mean? Because normally if it's like good news, like if it comes back negative, the nurses will call you, like one of the medical assistants call, say, hey, we got your test results, you're good. So as soon as I heard it was him, I was like, fuck, because that's not good. So he said that could you stand up to draw? Could I stand up to draw? Why would I stand up to draw? But so it ended up like I don't know, when I paint and whatnot, I'm normally like sitting with it in front of me. I try to stand up and draw, and I don't say it. You ever grab your wand and destroy your flower? Yes, all the time. No, I'm old, but so they ended up that, like I said, the doctor called me back. He said, yeah, he said it came back positive for cancer. He said the skin directly around it did too. He said, but the outer ring of it did not. So that's great. That's great, right? That means once they take the melanoma away, I don't have to worry about skin cancer anymore. You know what I mean? I'm in the middle of Call of Duty. Okay, but I gotta say, you're calling cute. Listen, Jake, you just wiggled your way right into my heart. I appreciate you. But and so he said like it came back, but that so in 6 months we're gonna have to go back in and retest more skin. I know it's an ugly, ugly scar. It's an ugly. We're gonna get it looking better. It's gonna get some makeup on it at some point. I'm like, but so now I have to go to John Hopkins and I have to have a lymph node biopsy done. And hopefully, if that comes back clear, then we're done with this whole charade of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Then we're okay. Even though a lymph node biopsy sounds like it fucking sucks. I've seen them done before. They suck. You know what I mean? Like they absolutely suck. But now, if it comes back positive, because they're worried because of where it is, it might have drained into my lymph nodes. If it comes back positive, that's when like the battle really, really gets it going. So I said this last week just been really just kind of just a shit week. But you know what? Next week is going to be better. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day because you deserve it. Like I said, this stuff, I can't stress about this stuff. Like as much as like, I just gotta, like whatever's going to be is going to be. And that's it. Like I said, I hate this gray area. I'm one of those people I would rather, you're beautiful the way you are. Oh, well, Jake, you are wonderful, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. I would love it so much. But either way, like, I'm one of those people, I'm going to share my journey with people. Like, normally with medical stuff, I try to be a little bit more private just because I don't feel like everybody has that right to know. But I kind of want people to know just so that if I'm, like, overly bitchy, so we call them online, there's, like, a reason for it that I'm under stress. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, what we do first thing in the morning is normally I come on, I read the weird news. I love the weird news. At some point today, I'm going to do battles, and I'm going to, but that'll be after I get like my face on, get my shit together. So let's find some good weird news stories. I normally come on here in the morning, I'll read the weird news. I said I don't do a ton of battles, but I am going to. Hi, Alex, how are you? I'm going to do some battles today, like on TikTok, just because, like, I just don't normally do them. It's not my thing. Like, I'll do my own content, whatever, you know what I mean? How do you wipe with those? I mean, the same way you would wipe without them. Okay, you just they ain't that long. I can still grab the paper. They ain't that long. Like, I've seen some people. I was watching. Have you ever watched My Strange Addiction? The chick that was addicted to growing her fingernails and like she had to use a specialty stick and whatnot. Like fuck that. Like everyone summoned like yes, I would. I would absolutely love it if everyone subbed and like, especially like the liking helps so much. It brings like when I get a good group of people through on YouTube that like the live, I can see the numbers go up, and it's very very helpful. It's truly the difference between say 200 people in an hour and 2,000 people in an hour. 100%. YouTube is very sensitive to the likes. So how many likes you get helps. Other sites is kind of like, oh yeah, I guess it kind of helps. But so all right, they do this contest, right? And like this contest. I said I'm a huge dog person, and they just did. You know the dog from Deadpool, right? Like Deadpool's dog, the one that had its tongue sticking out. They do this contest called the world's ugliest dog, right? And last year, the dog from Deadpool had won, which is how they actually picked him to be in the movie. Or not last year, whatever year it was that Deadpool was coming out. They literally went and got the world's ugliest dog. You know what I mean? Like, here for you. How you doing? Oh, I appreciate you. But like, okay, so this is the dog that won this year, right? That is like the cutest dog ever. Like that is seriously the cutest dog ever. Like what? Like I could kind of see like the Deadpool dog was cute in its like own little baffling way. Like it was still cute. But like what are we doing? That's the world's ugliest dog. That's sad. That's it. I love smushy face dogs. I have a bug. He's a Boston Terrier and Pug mix, and he's like my world. Like he's getting older. He'll be 14 in October. He is like my world. Anyone else eat dogs? I mean, maybe unknowingly I have, but like I couldn't knowingly eat any. Like that's just me. If somebody, I mean, from what I hear, it tastes like chicken. If somebody slipped it in, and then I would be pissed if I found out about it though. I would be pissed, 100%. But from what I hear, it's delicious. I'm not gonna be the one to find out about it. Like I'm good with that. But no, ugly dog that is cutie, but his tongue. Yeah, yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like this dog. I'm like, I could kind of like. I'm not trying to be mean to the dog from Deadpool, but you could kind of see why he got that. Hi, Dijon. How are you? You could kind of see why he would get that title. You know what I mean? Like, because he was like, I mean, all dogs are cute, but he was a little, he had issues. He issued. What a name! Sold some skid marked underwear to Goodwill. Well, I mean, people don't sell stuff to Goodwill. They normally donate stuff. Yeah. Hello from the UK. Hello, Matt. How are you? Is that something that, like, I don't know, Goodwill does now? Is they buy clothes? Something like it really helps. Absolutely. I do love it when people. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I just broke a fucking nail. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. It'll drive me nuts until I get it fixed. Okay, getting older. There we go. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, and then so I was like, you know what? I need to get out of the house today. I went around and I was like looking for stuff. Hi, what's going on? Hank, there we go. Good morning. Hi, Terrell. How are you? Demin, I don't know what that means. Okay. She'll be right. Yeah, see, I was quick with it. But so I went and I looked for stuff in my area, right? I live in Delaware. It's very, very boring here. Guys, tap the screen, like the live. I like it when people stop by to see me, especially when they tap the screen and like the live. But so, Naughty, what are you doing, honey? Good morning. So I said, guys, I'm live on YouTube. I'm also live on TikTok. So if you hear me talking to somebody, they're not in your chat. I promise you it's just the other chat. So I looked and I looked. I looked absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Florida, honey. I appreciate that. But so I ended up, I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked for just something fun to do today. Like I've been very much, I'm a pool player. I believe it or not, I would actually like to be semi-pro. I don't expect to ever be professional, but I would like to be semi-pro. So you'll see a lot of me going out and like shooting. On my live stream, I do that a lot. And I love having you guys with me. So if I can set up a camera tonight when I'm practicing, I will, set up a camera. I'm always worried that I'm going to like weird people out. You know what I mean? Like with this beautiful one trying to have goodbye. Oh, hi, Auntie. Hi, Devin. How are you? But so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight is go out and shoot some pool. I need to. I love to practice. I said I normally shoot, well, I was shooting 8 ball for a long time. Now I shoot 9 ball. And 9 ball is like, it's way different than 8 ball. It's way different. But I've only been playing for like a year. So I'm like literally one of the people, like there's people in the leagues that have been playing for 30 fucking years. You know what I mean? So like I can't keep up with that. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't keep up with that. So I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna practice. I said with everything. Can you say my name? No, I'm good on all that. But so I said it's just it gives me control. Like I'm at a point in my life. I'm at a point in my life where I will. Like, I don't know. I need stuff to keep myself busy because there's just been a lot going on, like, health-wise lately, and there's a lot going on with, like, my family type of stuff. And I 100% am like a workaholic. Like I said, guys, I happen to have, oh, thank you, naughty honey. I happen to have a portfolio. You guys can look at it. Just saying, it's a portfolio. You can't buy anything. No, no, no. It's just a portfolio. I do that hair. I like it. I dig it. It's normally brighter red, but I thought that I'm trying to do like the darker red, and I'm digging it. But so like I said, I love it when people stop by and we say I have a whole lot of stuff that I'm working on. This year, I'm actually going to be setting up a nonprofit that's going to be dedicated towards people with special needs, getting creative, getting creative outlets. So like dance teachers that will volunteer their time to help people. I'm an artist. So, Z, good morning, honey. Z, do you know I got off and I took the biggest nap of my life? I never take naps, dude. I never take naps. And I straight up, like, it wasn't even that, like, I wasn't like a dote, but I could feel, like, how heavy my eyelids were getting. And I was like, oh my God. I straight up got off and I slept for like 2 hours. Like, I never take naps. I never take naps. Like, awesome. So, thank you, Z, honey. I appreciate you. I appreciate. Yeah, I definitely, like I said, I just have not been sleeping good, Z. It's been really really stressful. And like, what does your tattoos mean? This one means that I like to bake. Like, I was just fixing to ask it. The tats look good. Oh well, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, you definitely need it. Hi, Sheffer. What's going on? Yeah, I do. Like I said, I'm not a nap person. Thank you, Say, honey. I'm not a nap person. Normally, once I'm up, I'm up. Between the dog being up, the dog has been driving me absolutely insane. Like, he like hurt his knee or something. Like, I don't know when he did this. I don't know, but like he will just not lay down. So I'm up in the middle of the night. So he's wandering around the bed up in the middle of the night. He's yanking the covers off of me. I'm like, dude. I thought, yeah, he is old. He is old. So like stuff like a little like bump on his knee is gonna make him like limp for like 3 weeks. Like, it's part of getting older. This man's like technically in his 80s. Like, a slight little fall can really. My dog's gonna be 14 in October, so he's getting up there. You know what I mean? Like, in sub. Oh, thank you, Jake. You're wonderful, baby. But he should. I'm older. Yeah, and like normally he doesn't. You guys have heard him. Like, normally my dog is in the background snoring on every live stream, but like he just can't get comfortable, and that's the big thing. So it's either been I've been waking up in the night, and then I start stressing about shit. Like, I'll get him to go to sleep, and then I start stressing about shit, and I can't go back to sleep, and I'm like that. So yeah, I got a good 2 hour nap. Like, I got offline, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, we're gonna get offline, we're gonna take a nap, and I'm gonna feel better. And but I say I really have to be tired in order to take a nap. I'm not somebody that just, oh, I'm gonna sleep through that. It's just not my thing. So she's only 22. Can you lend me $100, baby? Chino, yeah, I'll write you an IOU. But no, I feel better today. Like I said, it's just been a really, like, it's been a really bad week, man. It's been a really bad week. Sleeping, it's my favorite. I love to sleep. I'll be real. Nice outfit. Thank you, Mohammed. It's just, like I said, it's been a really rough week. Like I said, I called John Hopkins yesterday. I'm waiting to get a phone call back. Obviously, I'm not going to get one on the weekend, so I'm imagining that Monday they're probably going to call me. But I've literally been, knocked that on the floor. I have been jumping and like running like full force. Like, any single time I hear the phone ring, I'm like, you know what I mean? I love your tattoo. Well, thank you. Like, tattoo death. Like I said, I like to get tattooed. And I said, now I got this like big scar on my neck. So I'm going to wait to see how it heals. And if it doesn't, like, I mean, I think it's in a spot where you really can't see it too well. Like, I can't see it, so I don't feel like it's going to bother me that much. But, like, I figure, fuck it. Like, I'll get a neck tattoo. I wanted to get an epilepsy tattoo at one point. It was like a flower, like a purple flower, and I didn't know where I wanted to put it. But I'm like, well, shit. I mean, if it's a cover a scar, it's a cover scar. I have a friend who, like, and there's a lot of tattoo artists that will do this. Like, it's not all of them, right? But I had a friend who was a tattoo artist, and what she would do is she would do free tattoos for anybody that had ever done self-harm to themselves. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that had ever done self-harm had stopped and wanted to get a tattoo to cover it, she would do them for free. And I was like, that's like such a great idea. Like, am I married? No, I am seeing somebody though. His name is Z, and he's in love with me. Yeah, desperately in love with me. Like, oh my God. Like, he loves me so much. All he does is like tap like the screen and like the scar. We're probably, yeah, and it'll be sensitive. That's trust me. Getting a tattoo on a scar does not sound like fun. But like I said, I don't really think it's bad. It looks bad now, but I think once it calms down and it settles, I'm not even gonna be able to say, yay, there we go. You got a fake scar that's really bad? I got a fake scar? Yeah, no, you got cool tattoos. I don't have any butterflies. Like, what, you got a fake scar that's really bad? why would I have a fake scar? Like, does that, like, I'm lost. Like, why would somebody sit on here with a fake scar? Like, is that something somebody would do? Like you sit on here, she and got into a knife fight. I like, oh my bad, I heard it wrong. Oh no, no, yeah, it's definitely a real story. Feet, no tattoo. And no, I have some on my feet, but not that many. Usually, I've been making up shit. So you know me, I've been having like feet, no tattoo. Yes, I have tattoos on my feet, but like yeah, I've been making up shit. My favorite response, because you know I can't just tell people what happened. Like I have to, and I've been slathering myself. I don't even tan. That's the crazy part. I don't even go tanning. How do I get? I don't even go tanning. Like I literally wear sunblock every single day, even if it's just for whatever. You know what I mean? Like this. Like I literally. So the whole thing of melanoma wasn't really something I thought of. You know, I've always had great skin. I've had a total of 14 pimples my whole life. Like I just don't get pimples. Like never have. Sleep in my makeup every night. Horrible to my skin. But so I said I had a melanoma removed, and now we're waiting to see what happens. Hi, Big Bo. What's going on? We're waiting to see what happens. We're getting an appointment from John Hopkins to go and have a lymph node biopsy. If the lymph node biopsy comes back negative, then guess what? Journey over. Journey over. I'll have to go back in 6 months, get more removed. They'll test the skin. Journey over. But so, see, I told my favorite one that I've come up with, like for the, how am I? I'm good. I'm good, big. How are you, honey? But my favorite one, I told people, I did tell people that I got into a knife fight. Like our hands were tied together and we had to like, battle it to the death. I told somebody that there was a cougar on the loose. I told somebody that my favorite one has been I found a coupon for half off a facelift, but I didn't read the fine print. I told people I got attacked by ninjas. I told people that the assassin that tried to get Donald Trump and missed by like a millimeter of an inch got me instead. Like he was apparently going after me too. Like, oh, I've just been having, because on top of it, I was sitting on here with gauze on my face. Like I literally had gauze like right here. So you know everybody's gonna come. So what happened to your neck? What happened to your neck? Oh, I had and then I kept telling people I had like, you look so good. Oh, well, thank you, Big. I appreciate you. But like, I kept telling people, I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm female, but you know what I mean? Like, I kept saying to people, I'm like, oh, yeah, the last part of the transition surgery was Adam's apple removal. Like, so. But I'm an innie. I've always been an innie. It was just funny. You know what I mean? Because I heard you make cancer. Because I have scars because I was on my cutter. I'm scared. Oh, no, no. I trust me. I didn't put this one. Like, sorry. Oh, no, no. You're good. You're like, no. This one is definitely not put on by me. Like, this one. But I can't, like I said, it's in weird spots. So I can't really see it. When I got, like, my stitches out the other day. Keep your fingers crossed. Keep your healing. Where are you located? I'm in Delaware. It's very boring here. But so, I mean, it is what it is. There's really not much I can do about it. So, guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to do the weird news. And then once I get my makeup on, we're going to do some random battles. How old am I? I am 45 years young. Yeah, getting up there. Turning 57. Isn't it weird? Big, like, isn't it weird? Like, one day you're like 15, right? And you're like, oh God, my parents are so old. They're like in their 50s. Oh my God. At least that's how I was. And my parents were like older. Like my parents were older. I always had the oldest parents in the class. Like my parents, I was like, I'm straight up, like, I was the change of life baby. Like, I was the one that my mom didn't realize she was pregnant with me until because she thought she was going through menopause until she was like 4 months pregnant with me. So I'm the youngest of five. So I like to say, like, oh, Shriek's mom, right? There you go. Scars you make more unique with 40, you look 30. I'll take it. Thank you. Even if you don't mean it, I'll still take it. Like, I will take it. But so, yes, I said, like, all this week, I've just been not grumpy, but, like, the trolls, I just have no patience for. Like, they're just so stupid. Like, they're so stupid. And, like, it's just so stupid. Do you talk on inbox? I do, but I don't check it as much as I should. Like I said, I have a few businesses that I run from home now, so I keep myself pretty busy with work. So if I'm not on here, I'm normally kind of doing something. You know what I mean? Like I like to keep myself busy. It keeps me from stressing out about stuff. So I've been coming on in the afternoon, guys, and I've been doing belly dancing, fire fan dancing, 30 not 40, like we're about to. You're so interesting. So come back. I was gonna say come back into my life. Like I'm always happy to have people come back. You know, like I love it when people stop by in my life. 100%. And I said, but no, I don't know. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going through a lot right now. So I am. Are you a tattoo artist? No, I am a designer though. I know how to tattoo. I just choose not to. Like you know what I mean. Oh, thank you. Oh, lamb chop. How are you, baby? So I said this week's been a particularly rough week for me. Particularly rough. I normally don't like shit shirt rip. Oh, okay. But like you know what I mean? Like it's just been a particularly rough week. Like I like I keep telling the trolls, like I'm like, dude, any other day, it's fine. Like, you know, thank you, Lamb Chop Bunny. Everything that I earn online goes back into my business ventures. So I said there's a lot of them at this point. So you guys, with every single little bit helps. Nothing is expected, but everything's always appreciated. So just so you know, like everything, I'm really my next thing. And you guys, like, oh, you're pretty, Joel, you're pretty, you're funny. But like my big thing this next year is I looked it up. I looked up how to go about it. I've done like some research, done like da 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 da, and I really want to start a nonprofit like that would help people that have special needs and autism a chance to like. There's a lot of things that you can do virtually, like classes now. There's things you can do virtually, like can you handle this grown man dong? Um, Probably don't want to handle it if that's your approach. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But so I really would like to give more resources. So say if it's somebody, because a lot of times people with special needs, they can feel a bit more vulnerable. You know, it's very vulnerable when you go out and you're learning how to do something for the first time because you know you're not good at it. Well, like sometimes people they do better in their own setting. Again, but that's not what this live about. I mean, she's about that. Like reach out to my daughter's education. Yeah, and that's what I said. Like I would like it if I could get to the point where people could say donate and it would go like I can give people like receipts. It goes exactly like I want it to be. Like I see some people online and they'll be like, oh, I got a charity, and it ends up being like not legit. Mine, I want it to be as legit AF, like just straight up. Thank you, Zay honey. Like so like I would like to, like, if somebody say is into dance but they don't want to go to dance classes because too many people, you know, sets off their, you know what I mean, that they can take one in their house. Like, and there can be other people in the class, but taking it different, treating their staff school and different. Yeah, and they absolutely should. Like I said, that whole thing that happened with the boy that was autistic in this front yard with the police, that's absolutely insane to me. That's absolutely insane to me. There is one in every four people now has autism, and they're not being trained on how to deal with it. That is absolutely, bro is a warlock. Oh, okay. Like there is nothing they're doing. I give them props that now they're trying, but that's the big thing is I try to be conscious. Like if somebody's gonna come through there talk shit, they're gonna come through and talk shit. I don't know, but I do give a little bit more grace if I know, you know, at school. Well, yeah, they just made her do a presentation at the same table as her. Oh God! Like I said, this would be like I know. I'm just messing with you. Oh, you're cool. I'm fine, Jack. No worries. But this would be like I said, me and like this student just sitting by ourselves. I could have other students going at the same time, but it's a little less pressure. You know what I mean? Like say you go into an art class, right? That's a whole change of scenery. That's a whole like all these people. That's all, you know, getting used to the teacher. That can be very overstimulating for somebody that has autism. So I'm actually working on I'm learning sign language at this point in time because, like I said, I would like to help people. Like I would like this is my thing. I also want to start a music magazine. That's been another big passion that I've had going. I started writing cookbooks, so I'm actually working on my second cookbook now. Like, when I tell you guys, the more I stress, the busier I keep myself. I mean, the more I stress, the busier I keep myself. Close friend to provide respite care. Did you? I was gonna say, so we've never had respite. It's Jake. Hi, Jake. What's happening? She called me. Oh, did I? My bad. My bad. In my head, I said Jake. Like, and guys, I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. Like, listen, I did not learn, Jake. I did not know that in order to read, you were gonna have to, like, to be a live streamer, you were gonna need to learn how to read. And now I'm in too deep. Like, but so I said it's something that I feel very strongly passionate about. I would love to have dance teachers that have volunteered their time. A lot of times, like I said, people they get overwhelmed by these situations. So art is you have a pretty smile. Oh, well, thank you, Tommy. The art is one thing. Like, say somebody that's nonverbal. All right, maybe they sign, whatever. Art is one way for people to verbalize without actually speaking. Dance is a way for somebody to verbalize without actually speaking. Like, there's a lot of people that have that's the big element is not speaking. You know what I mean? Like, not, hold on. Okay. But, you know what I mean? Like, it gives people a chance to speak where they wouldn't have had a chance before. So that's, like I said, that's for this year. I would really, like, that's just, like, I don't know. If I could do, like, something good in this world, like, I really want, like, I would also, this is, like, so I said Edgy Eats is, like, the name of, like, my, I'm doing a whole volume of, like, just different recipes that are my favorite dinner recipes. I'm gonna do baking books. I'm gonna do, like, all sorts of stuff. Eventually, I would like to also have people go out and work events for me, like people to go and set up my shop at, like, these different events and sell stuff there too. It's just, like, one step at a time. Like, I would love to have, like, a promotional modeling group that I'm not a part of, but that I run and I book them places. Like, it's just, like I said, it's one step at a time, and I'm trying to do the best I can with my designs and pushing them and uploading and all that stuff. Which, by the way, totally take a look at my portfolio. I'm just saying, but so, and then, like I said, any chance I have, I'm doing, like, fire fan dancing, or I'm doing, like, the silk flows. I gotta remember to find the silk flows on TikTok Shop and link it when I do those videos, because it keeps flagging me every time for commercial use or whatever, like, or, like, directing people to buy it from sites outside of TikTok, and I'm like, I'm really not, though, like. You know what I mean? Like, but so I enjoy it, and I said I'm not like a. We just got her set up with a find. Oh, see, like I said, we never did respite care. We never. I think respite care is, like, a great idea. Like, some people, like, it. Everything's on different levels. Some kids require a high level of care. Some require low level. Like, it just depends. It depends. So it's like I trust me. I said there's a chick on here that I've been watching, and her name's Faith, right? And, like, her family, like, please make tattoo on chest. I already did make a tattoo on the chest, but, like, I look at her family, and, like, she went away for respite, and I'm like, oh god, they're probably getting, like, the biggest break. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good for them to get out and kind of, explore the world a bit. But I said I'm working on getting my son in a day program right now. Like, I'm also working on getting him in a work program, because, like, he's 21, and I get the fact that he loves to, like, play video games and loves to watch video games all day. But, like, hey, Beach, what's up? Hi, Explorer, what's going on? But, like, I'm like, dude, you need to get up out of this house. I mean, like, it's time for you to get a job. It's time for you, like, but I said mentally, they've said that he's around 14. So a job is not his biggest thing that he's thinking about. But I keep telling him, I'm like, because he wants to be a video game designer. I'm like, okay, then learn how to do it. No, nobody says you have to go to college in order to learn how to do something. People learn how to do stuff all the time. Like, not saying, like, it certainly won't hurt to have somebody, helping you out with what you need. But, like, it's like I said, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. Like, but you can teach yourself how to do anything in life you want to. Like people are like, oh, I can't go to college. I'm older. Why can't you go to college? You're there to learn just like they are. He can stream himself playing the game. That's what I keep telling him. I'm like, dude, why don't you go on Twitch? Like, they literally will sit on Twitch and watch people play video games. Like, why won't you go on Twitch? And he's like, eh. Like, he just really, he loves, it's the craziest thing in the world to me to have, like, he will sit and watch them talk shit to one another. Like, that's what gamers do, is they talk shit to one another, and he thinks it's funny. And I'm like, well, okay, like I was like, dude, you realize you can make money by playing games on there and just letting people say. But I said he's he's at that age where everything's provided for him, so he does not really worry about money. But so we're actually in the process of trying to get disability for him now. I said I applied when he was 18. And we're still waiting. We're still hoping. We're still, so at least they'll give him something, because they said on top of it, he's epileptic too, which is great. I would rather have it. I would take his on versus mine. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we want to get him to the point where, yeah, he's able to work and all that stuff. But we're in a point where we really, really just have to be careful. You know what I mean? Like, we just have to be careful. So that's, that's pretty much it. Let's see. But so I said sleeping has not been, like, some nights I get down and I'll get down good, like good. Horse to go for the, yeah, I mean, like, and it sucks. Like, at some point in life, everybody becomes disabled. That's all there is to it. I said I always knew that I had issues. Somebody hit me up. I was going to say, Sheffer, go on my TRPS thing. Somebody from Poland hit me up on there. Has he gone? I haven't taken him for genetic testing yet. I'm going to, but they said you don't want to do it in the middle of like waiting for disability, because changing in diagnosis can. I told my older sister about it. I said you should probably go get tested. Like, this is something you can carry on, like, through your family. Is it? See, like I said, I've still only met like a handful of people, and it's funny because we all look like ourselves, but I can see it. Like, are we all somehow coming from like? Because she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in Poland," and I was like, "You're in Poland? Holy shit!" Like, there's only been a handful of people that I've met that have it, and so I was like, "Oh my god, I need to start tagging you like at Shefford." Yeah. But like, I'm Polish, right? Like, my family's Polish, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's something that started kind of evolving in Poland, and then as we went around, free test. Yeah, no, and I know that. I know that. Like, I trust me, I know that. But like I said, I just don't want to change his diagnosis while we're waiting for this. So once he gets disability, I'm gonna be. Hi, Tana. Good morning. He's gonna be right in there being tested, because I guarantee you, 99.9%, I'm sure that he has it. Like 99.9999. Like, I don't even gotta get a genetic test. So I said that's how. Yeah, my yeah, and that's what, like, I told my older sister Wendy. I said, you really, you really need to go get tested. And she said, well, I'm old. It doesn't matter anyway. And I said, no. I said, but here's the thing: is you have a son who doesn't seem like he has it. He has a daughter that doesn't seem like he has it. I said, but for all you know, her daughter could end up one day coming out and looking just like me. And you're like, the fuck? I'm like, just because, like, I guarantee you, my older, I read the list to her. I said, Wendy, like, listen, here's the list, right? And I read it to her, and she was like, okay, I'll get it. But I think in her head, because she's already, like, in her 70s, I think in her head, she's like, well, it's not going to matter anyway. It's not going to change stuff. She hasn't had to deal with as much health shit as I have. But she definitely, like I said, she's 4'11". She's very tiny. She, you know what I mean, like, has had bone issues here and there, not as bad as mine. Like, she's got the same nose as me, same, like, thin eyebrows, thin eyelashes, like, ears are bigger, like, real thin, fine hair. Like, I can just see it. And so I keep trying to get her to go get it. And she's like, oh, yeah, I'll make an appointment, and then she doesn't. So I think she's just figuring, like, what's the purpose, because it's not going to change anything anyway. And I said, I just always thought that I had a bad string of luck. I thought, man, I got fucked when it came to the health department. Like, I hate being one of those people that does nothing but talk about their health issues, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I said my big thing is I don't want people to look at me and ever feel sympathy for me. I don't ever want anybody to look at me. You know what I mean? And like I just don't want that. I don't want anybody to ever look at me and feel bad for me. Because you know what? You don't need to feel fucking bad for me. Like, don't feel bad for me. I'm not a victim in this lifetime. I am a survivor. I will do everything I need to do to make sure that I have to do. Like, it is what it is. But I just think it's funny. Shefford, I really thought that I had it in my head. I was like, oh, you're like a hypochondriac, maybe. Like, maybe it's not really there. Maybe it's your brain making up, like, some shit. Like, I really, like, looked at every aspect of it. Because, like, I never knew anybody that had as many just shit. And it was all unrelated. So I just thought, man, you're the most unlucky person when it comes to health issues, man, because they all didn't seem related. And then once they did it, I literally checked every single box that was on that information paper that they gave me. Like, I literally checked every single box. I just thought it was crazy because I was like, Poland, holy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Like, just because, like I said, my grandfather was Polish. So I'm like, did he carry it? Like, and I have aunts and uncles, right, that passed away from stuff. Like, it was before I was born, so I didn't realize this. I had a few aunts and uncles that passed away from epilepsy. And guess what they did? They looked just like me and my dad. Like, just like me and my dad. So, it's Shane. Good morning, honey. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen, like the live. So, that's what I keep trying to get my son. Like, why don't you go online and live stream? Like, go on and people are nice on there. They'll understand. They'll help you. Yeah. He just don't. Thank you, Z, honey. He just don't. Like, you could go on and just do video games. Like, there are people that will come through and watch people play video games, and it's an income source for you. And you just stay under the amount that you have to sell. I got 4 years of child support for 2 kids my whole life. He was behind. We ended up, I just said, I'm not trying to get money from him. I just want, like him to be a dad. Like, that was it, right? So I've done everything. Hi, Lydia. What's going on? I've worked my ass off in this lifetime. Like, I have worked my ass off. And I just feel like it's all catching up to me. Like, I can remember having bone surgeries on my feet. Like, when I was booking shows, right? I had Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony coming through. And the only day they could get me in for a surgery on the bones in my feet were literally the day before. Otherwise, I would have had to wait like 2 more months. So I was like, all right, let's do this. Joe was like, you don't want to be walking around with a open wound and a dirty bar, but I'm headstrong. So guess what I did? And I was like sitting in the back just like this. Like, I was miserable, but you know what? I had to be there. I was contractually bound to be there. So I'm like, fuck, man. Like, this sucks. But I literally all thought it was unrelated. I literally thought that maybe I was had like Munchausen's or, maybe I'm making it up in my head. Maybe I'm weird. Like, maybe it's not really happening. Like, but then I would get an x-ray and they're like, yeah, like I said, the one time I knew my foot was bothering me. I knew, will you be my girlfriend? Ken, I don't know you. I don't think you'd want to be my boyfriend anyway. But, like, I can remember, like, I could feel that my bones in my feet, like, something was acting up, like, something was abnormal. And so I was like, all right, so I went to, like, my orthopedic surgeon. He ordered, like, x-rays. So when I got x-rays, right? And it would actually kind of make me feel good when something came back with it. Because I'm like, all right, I'm not crazy. I'm not nuts. You know what I mean? And, so he came back. I've been walking around. I had 24 fractures in my foot. Like, between the two of them, I had 24 fractures. Like, he was like, I don't understand how you've been able to deal with this. I was like, because I was really telling myself I must be crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that same point in time, he's like, I can't believe that you've been able, I was working, walking around, like, didn't, it was bothering me, but I just thought, well, it's, the price of whatever. But like, I literally thought it was all unrelated. That it was all just somehow my head was making this up, and I couldn't, like, you know what I mean? And then I realized, like, okay, shit, there really was, like, something behind it the whole time. But, like, my older sister, like I said, she's had some health problems, too, that are on the list. And it's like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, so I try to keep, like I said, it's been a big life. I've had a lot of great things happen. I've had a lot of bad things happen. Like, I consider myself a pretty strong person. At least I would like to pretend I am. Like, I'm also a very vulnerable person where, like, people will absolutely, like, hit me in the feels. And I think you can be tough and you can be vulnerable all at the same time. I don't like it. Like I said the other day, I was really upset about, like, the whole, like, cancer thing. You are strong about that. Yeah, I'm good. And, like, I got really emotional about it and cried like an asshole. And then I felt like such a jackass all night afterwards. I still feel like such a jackass. I don't feel like everybody deserves to see me in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that everybody deserves to see me in a spot where I'm sad, or, like I said, Z, how many times have you seen me cry? Besides, like, when I get over gifted, because I'll be the first one to admit I'm like a big mess when I get over gifted, and I never knew about it until I started live streaming. But besides, like, live streaming, hi Johnny, how many times do you think you've seen me cry online? With take the gifting out of it, like, just been like, guys, I'm really going through some shit, like, da da da. It's like I said, I did not know that I had the emotion in me when I started live streaming, and this is not like me begging for gifts. Not often, yeah. Like, this isn't like when I do this, it's not begging for gifts, but it's like I get really, really overly, like, emotional when people overgift me, because I never expect people to be nice to me the way that they are. Like, I'm like, people are gonna come through, say hi, I'm happy to get people coming. But, like, I was a fucking wreck. Like, the one day I was literally, like, sobbing. Because it just surprises me that there's people in this world that can be that kind. You know what I mean? Like, that can literally be that kind. Like, I don't know. It just always, like, it hits me in the feels. It always has. And I said, I didn't realize it was like that until the first time I got over gifted, and I just blubbered. Like, I blubbered like a baby. I could not believe that people were gifting me like that. I couldn't believe that. And then, like, but I was like, yo, like, I didn't want people to think that I was fake doing it for gifts or whatever. Like, it really brings something up out of me that I did not know was there, like, at all. Alright, guys, so listen, I'm gonna run, Mr. Bugs. Yeah, I'll be right back on. I completely understand what you're going through, because I've never had anybody gift me, but I'm saying if you get a, yeah, it's the big ones. Like, when I get the big ones there, I really, like, I just fall apart. All right, guys, I will be right back. Like I said, give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go run him out, and I'll be back on, and then we're gonna do some battles, so it's gonna be fun.